We are Nerd Cult Online, and this is Williams Pinball Volume 8 from Pinball Fx. Now, for those that don't already have it purchased, you would just go to the in-game store, go down to Williams Pinball Volume 8, choose to purchase it using in-game currency or however you have your payment methods set up, and then you're ready to go. Now, the first one we're looking at is Bonsai Run. Now, all three of these tables, like I said, are Williams Pinball tables and are part of this pack. Bonsai Run, honestly, actually, all three of them are ones I've never played in real life and honestly never seen in real life either. But they are vastly different. Now, Bonsai Run is the first pinball table I have ever seen that is a regular pinball table and then has that vertical pinball table portion of it as well, like you see here. And that just adds a whole new dynamic to pinball in general that I never would have considered. And whoever came up with this concept honestly was damn brilliant, because it's revolutionary in my opinion, and I am actually shocked to not really see anybody do that today. I'm expecting that there's probably some physics issues, probably history of balls getting stuck up there and things like that, that make it a little bit difficult, and why it's not so as widely used. And I'm not sure what I was trying to do there. I think I was trying to actually get a better view of the upper section just to kind of check it out, but the camera wouldn't go where I wanted. But overall, with this table, it's very responsive. There is a lot going on. It's easy to find yourself distracted and kind of lose the ball just in everything that's there. But there is a plethora of things to do, things to hit. Really loved that table. It was a lot of fun to play, even though obviously by my score you can tell I sucked. Now here we have Earthshaker. So this one is basically a earthquake themed table. Again, Williams Pinball table as well from the same pack. And going into this table, don't have that cool extra dynamic part of the table like the Bonsai Run did, but with this one, thematically, it seems to be a town or a city that is going to undergo an earthquake if you trigger the right events to happen. The overall look and style, the colors, really make it pop out. I really like just the aesthetic of the table. The effects of the table I didn't really get to see or enjoy much, because I was having probably one of my worst runs while filming, and haven't been able to do much better since. Now, that's more of a reflection of my own skill than anything else, but the overall table, I really like the look. I like the fact that the car at the bottom left does move around a little bit, giving it some life, but the earth shaking effects, assuming that there are some, didn't really get to experience any of that. But it was definitely a fun table, just a lot more difficult to trigger things that I wanted to trigger than being able to actually do much here as far as experiencing what it has to offer. And for our last table, we have Black Knight 2000. And again, had never seen any of these tables in person. And so this was my first time experiencing all three of them. But Black Knight 2000 basically is a table centered around what looks to be a medieval knight from the future. So got that medieval knight aesthetic, but more futuristic. And by the name, I would expect that when this was created, it was kind of their vision of the year 2000. Visually, I really like the look of the table itself. I mean, very much reminds me of an old arcade, or more of like a theme park, really. Kind of the effects very much make me think of the carnival rides that we get at the state fair and things like that. Really like the look of this table, but this is again another one where I didn't have a lot of luck doing what I wanted. Now that was a really cool effect. Had no idea how I triggered that, but definitely tried to repeat it again, but wasn't really successful. And the overall look of it, again, I absolutely love the style of this table. Just wish I was able to unlock more and see more of what it's capable of. The bumpers and everything responsive, just like all the others, as we've come to expect from Pinball Fx. I did have some difficulty with some of the ramps and some of the actual buttons on the table to try to hit, but the overall experience, I thought this was a great table. Now, of the three, Earthshaker was definitely my least favorite. The Bonsai Run, because of that vertical element, I think definitely was the better design table. But I probably had more fun with this one, just with the overall carnival look and feel to it. And as far as the entire pack goes, I think that this is definitely a very solid pack with these three tables, because even with Earthshaker being the worst of the three, it still was a decent enough table, and I had a great time with all of them. That is it for this episode of Nerd Cult Online, and again, this is the Williams Pinball Volume 8 table pack from Pinball Fx and Zen Studios. Hope you guys enjoy, and stay tuned. We do expect to have some other future pinball related tables and experiences to share with you guys as they come out. But I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching, as always.